Hello and welcome to Grapple With This, the only Scouse wrestling podcast in the world. My name is Tom, aka Murphy Rhodes. Look, I swear I'm trying to do these dark reviews in about 10 minutes. You know, like a short, nice, simple, concise 10-minute slot. And they just keep making the show longer every single week. Soon I'm going to be advertising the show as AEW Dark, summed up in just 4 days. I better get to it then. So first of all, we have Brandon Cutler and Peter Avalon with Leva Bates and versus FTR. Cutler and Avalon are now called the Initiative. I see what you did there. No, I love a bit of Dungeons and Dragons myself, so this made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside, like a nice cup of tea. I don't even like tea. Like a nice hot chocolate. That's it, like warm, and it was lovely. Young Bucks were watching at ringside, as was Tully Blanchard with his mask on, like an old lonely ninja. It's strange that they put the main event on first, because as we all know, Peter Avalon is the biggest draw in AEW, and if you can't see that, shh. Cash Wheeler grabbed the book from Leva Bates, ripped it apart, and then basically ripped himself apart by attempting to run in something on a dodging Brandon Cutler. I don't think there's a name for what Cash Wheeler was trying to do, and there is a reason for that. It doesn't work. FTR did the mind breakout and Avalon and won, so a massive upset there. And they immediately looked over to Tully Blanchard for approval. It's absolutely happening, isn't it? It's absolutely happening. 4 Horsemen. It's happening. FTR shook hands with the Bucks after the match and forgot they drove into the arena. They were heading up the ramp. They forgot the jackets as well. So, you know, hopefully someone will pass that to them. You know, this whole FTR and Tully Blanchard thing, you know, people are talking about the 4 Horsemen, but the fact that Hangman Adam Page is hanging out with them, you know, people are saying the 4 Horsemen is going to be those two, Cody and Sean Spears, but now, I don't know. Is Hangman going to replace one of those two? I can't imagine it would be Cody. Perhaps they're not going with Sean Spears. Maybe it's a Cody, Hangman, and FTR situation. I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, whatever it's going to be. Next up, we had Michael Nakazawa, and he was tag teamed with Pineapple Pete. They were facing Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela, who AEW is still refusing to call Bad Romance. I don't know why. So I said a week or two ago, when Nakazawa was facing Marco Stunt, could we ask for a more bizarre match? The answer was yes. Sonny grabbed Nakazawa's head in that head scissor thing he does. Nakazawa pulled the Turkish baby oil out of his pants. Janela got in, took the oil off him, and then just squirted it all over Sonny Kiss's arse. Yeah, Sonny did the kiss my sass move with the face and the butt and it was, and Sonny this was an absolutely standard Michael Nakazawa match, really, wasn't it? Pineapple Pete has oil now as well, so that's news. Pete tagged in. Nakazawa got on all fours. No, that's not where it went. Pete oiled his belly up. No, it's still not where it went. And he oiled Nakazawa's back up as well. And then he ran and did. It's like the Hardy Boys used to do, where Matt Hardy would sit on all fours while their opponent was in the corner, and Jeff would run and do the kind of, not drop kick, I can't even think what it was called, poetry in motion, I think it was called. This was like that, except Nakazawa was on all fours facing Sonny Kiss in the corner. Everyone's oiled up, because why wouldn't you be? And Pete just ran over and sort of belly slid over Nakazawa's oily back, landed onto Sonny Kiss in the corner like something off Takeshi's Castle. Pete and Michael. I can't be calling them Pete and Michael, can I? But that is their names. So Pete and Michael went to jump and hug each other, and Pete slipped off. And serious question about Michael Nakazawa: does he hold the record for the world's fastest underwear removal? Because I see a glimpse of that pink bit of thong that he's got, and they're off before I've even had a chance to think, oh, that's his thong. I've suddenly got images of my managers in my real job accidentally tuning into my podcast, choosing a random section, and that's the bit they listen to. All in a room together, over a speaker through the office. Just hearing me say, I haven't had a chance to think, oh, that's his thong. Nakazawa attempted to thong Janela in the face, as you do. Thong is a verb now, by the way. Janela grabbed his arm. Peter the Pineapple Enthusiast got it in his face instead. Janela super kicked Michael. Nakazawa. Sonny did the split-legged splash for the win, and thankfully, ended the match. Abaddon versus Skylar Moore. I saw Skylar tweeted that she was going to win this match. Yeah. To be fair, Skylar Moore did get some decent offense in, but Abaddon just clicked her neck back into place and crawled after her out of the ring as she tried to climb the barricade and run away. Abaddon eventually held her in some sort of gory bomb position, but she was holding her mouth with her hands instead, and she did a sit-out. It looked pretty brutal, to be honest. Abaddon, of course, won. Sean Spears cut a video promo on his glove. He said, our world, and meaning us, the fans, is safe. We're basically in control of our worlds, and his isn't safe. It's full of hyenas pretending to be lions. His glove isn't a weapon, it's self-defense, and he didn't mean to hurt anyone when he caved their heads in with a piece of metal. He didn't say that. His glove is his protector. You know what? Credit where credit's due. The man can talk. People seem to be complaining that he didn't quite hit the hype that was expected of him, but I really like him. I think there's a lot more to come. You know, so jog on. Dark Order, that was Stu Grayson, and Evil Uno, Dark Order, versus Captain Sean Dean and Will Hobbs. I still don't know how I'm supposed to feel about Dark Order, okay. The Brody Lee, Colt Cabana story, I'm loving that. And I love the idea of the Dark Order, but they're like 50% serious Illuminati, New World Order, not that one, cult types, which should be serious and dark as hell. But then they're also like over-the-top kids' cartoon villains. And the being the elite stuff, while I absolutely love it, shows that they're like a little group of comedians. Comedians, that was not chameleons, sorry. I think I can say I'm enjoying them, but they could be so much more. Anyway, they won. Dean and Hobbs make a really cool team, so hopefully they'll get a push. Because they're like a perfect mix of athletic styles, strong and fast and good. They look really good. I'm into it. I'd like to see some of these guys on Dark and girls on Dark who we have seen wrestle and not heard much about bar that. I'd like to see them talk. I'd like to see them get some microphone time. I don't know how, but even just a couple of sentences before a match, you know, just to go, oh, this person, that is what they did on the mic. They're only going to get better by practicing as well. So that'd be really cool. Do you know what? Every time that advert comes on for the wrestling figures, Kenny Omega's face as he's screaming V-Trigger absolutely cracks me up. I can't get past it, and I just, that's all. Do you know what? So often I just take from the show at the end. I go, oh, what's that take from that show? And then I just think V-Trigger. Corey Hollis versus Scorpio Sky. Scorpio Sky has the best Russian leg sweep ever. Changed my mind. I said that last week. I'm saying it this week. He has, fact. Nice match. Hollis has a few decent moves in his arsenal. My worry about Scorpio Sky is that while he's absolutely undeniably talented in the ring, I've not really heard him on the microphone, so I don't know. Is he any good? I might go and have a look, do some research to see if he's done many promos in the past, because I can't remember any. I don't know. I feel like he's missing a little something. I can't put my finger on what it is, but he is also awesome. So, yeah, no. I'm behind it. I'm into the singles run, though. Keep going, Scorpio. Plus, I'm a Scorpio, even though he's not. He's a liar. He's an Aries. Kenzie Page versus Penelope Ford with Kip Sabian. Kenzie Page is only 18 or 19 years old, and she's got such a bright future. This was a really decent match, but I was highly distracted by a number of things. Number one, Taz and Excalibur were trying to figure out the name of an accessory that Ford was wearing. And number two, Excalibur was doing the first bit of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme. So standard classic commentary on Dark. Class. Penelope Ford went for a handspring cutter. Kenzie Page didn't get the memo because she didn't sort of position herself properly to receive the move, so she just kind of fell. It looked botched as hell. The camera did okay because it didn't look as botched on camera as it did in the match, but obviously she was supposed to win with that, or probably she was supposed to win with that because the ref started counting. Penelope Ford picked her straight back up smartly. Instead of going for the pin, she hit her with a fisherman suplex for the win instead, which was nice because you don't want someone to win on a botch particularly. Botch is never good, but you know, a 3 count after the botch is like, what are the standards in this company? So it was really cool. Next up, we had the Battle of the Lows. Aaron Solo versus Wardlow. That's not even funny. This match was really good. Wardlow being the beast and Solo the quicker man. They threw some good... Solo threw some good kicks Wardlow's way. And you know, it was good to watch. However, I was so distracted again in this match because Wardlow's ponytail came out halfway through the match. And he was just self-consciously messing with his hair from that moment on. We've all been there, but usually not in front of tens of thousands of people on YouTube. Wardlow knocked Aaron Solo out with a knee to the face after letting him fall from the top turnbuckle. The ref said, no, we're stopping the match because you've knocked him out. He then picked him up anyway. Wardlow picked Solo up and did 2 F10s, which is double an F5, I'd like to add. Unless you're adding them together, in which it's 4 times an F5. Oh, that was close. I nearly got that wrong. Dark Order's Alex Reynolds and John Silver versus best friends. I can't not do it. You're going to have to listen to that every single time. I'm kind of scared one of these days John Silver is going to take his mask off and it's actually going to be Hulk Hogan. I swear, look at a picture of Hulk Hogan when he was Mr. America and John Silver with his mask on. They probably don't look anything like each other, but something just reminds me of him. Silver and Reynolds absolutely gave a great account of themselves in this match, though. They've had a couple of good matches, but I think this one showcased their abilities the best. They're actually really good. They're good wrestlers. They're just kind of the jokes at the Dark Order at the moment, but they are really good. Chuck Taylor did his finisher and won. The rest of Dark Order headed to the ring and failed to do anything of note, really. Lance Archer with Jakob the Snackob versus Jake the Snake versus Frankie Thomas, who actually already looked like he'd swallowed a wasp on his fight photo. That's what they're called now, fight photo. It is to me anyway. Lance Archer brought out a random human with him. Probably the same guy that went into a bin last week, let's face it. And he's got pyro now. Did he always have pyro? I don't remember. This feels like the first pyro to me. Archer, that is, not the bin guy. The bin guy hasn't got pyro. Gary the Goat Garbutt hasn't got pyro. Sorry, there's a vehicle going past him. A large lorry. Cheers, mate. Archer and Thomas fought on after one of Archer's usual monologues into the camera. They fought at ringside. Archer saw that the bin guy had recovered and just ran over to him and put his fist literally through his face. Archer gave Thomas a chokeslam, in which I think his head actually touched the ceiling. Thomas's, not Archer's. Then he bashed his head into the ground and he started singing along with his entrance theme with Everybody Dies. He's a character, Lance Archer, isn't he? I feel like he's a mix between the biggest, baddest man on the planet and a guy that's just full of banter. Orange Cassidy versus Serpentico. Possibly. Could be Sammy Guevara, couldn't he? Oh wait, no, he shot the paper out of his body. That's not Sammy. I don't know why Serpentico isn't in the Dark Order. Thinking about it, could be a really cool secret weapon. We've already thought he was part of the Inner Circle, and I was kind of really into it for the few seconds that I didn't know it was Sammy Guevara. So get him in the Dark Order. Cassidy won this with a dodgy pin. Serpentico got angry, so Cassidy did his flying forearm smash. Then he put the ref's hands in his pockets and put his clothes back on in the ring, just so they're getting dressed. Cool. No shower for Guevara. Cassidy. Fuego del Sol, or Fire of the Sun, with Lowrider, which I translate to Rinete Baja, or Baya, I don't know. I can't speak that much Spanish. I can. No, I can't. Versus Sammy Guevara. This is the real Sammy Guevara, not Serpentico Guevara. I feel like Sammy's come back better than he was before the suspension. I mean, obviously, hopefully, he's better than he was before the suspension, but I mean, at wrestling, not at being a perv. It's good to see him back. It is. What's done is done. Let's all move on now. Just don't give him a live microphone. This match was just Sammy kicking and kneeing the crap out of everyone. Sammy won. Good match. Private Party were backstage. This is not going to be a 10-minute episode. Big Money Matt appeared and said he needs them to be over because then he'll be over. He also told them to win tonight by any means necessary. Make him proud and wealthier. Private Party said he was a bit of a dick. Yeah, he was, yeah. Hence, Private Party versus SCU. That was Daniels and Kazarian versus Santana and Ortiz. This was the first match on Dark since I don't know when that I haven't really been able to predict. Although I did feel from the start of this, Santana and Ortiz needed to win it. They've been called out on losing credibility recently, as they seem to lose every match they have. But this would be a good way to give them a decent win over two of AEW's best teams. This match was excellent. Right at the end, Ortiz deployed some absolute Eddie Guerrero tactics. He threw the weird ball of socks. Hang on, that's not right. That's the wrong way around. The ball of socks. He threw the weird sock of balls. It still doesn't sound right. You know the thing I mean, anyway, there's the sock and there's a ball thing, and I don't know. The ref was distracted anyway. He threw the sock of balls to Mark Quinn, told the ref Quinn had hit him with them. When the ref threw them out the ring, Ortiz kicked Quinn square in the bollocks and ended him with an inside cradle. Boom. Nice. That was the AEW Dark Review. Tune in tomorrow for the Dynamite Review. You can follow the show at Grapple With This and me at the Murphy Rhodes. You can now buy me a coffee as well, and I definitely need them because I've got a baby on the way. I mean, she's 8 months pregnant now. That's buymeacoffee.com/ Murphy Rhodes, I think. You'll find it. Link in the description. Anyway, remember to like, follow, subscribe to the show, leave a review, whatever you can do, wherever you're listening to this. It absolutely does help, and I appreciate the love. Until tomorrow, stay safe, take care, and peace.